So, MAGES are a developer best known for their visual novels, but they've just put out this very small, interesting title on the PlayStation Store and the Nintendo eShop in Japan. This game is called Bakumori Dining, and if I had to explain, there's been very little coverage of this. If I had to kind of describe it in a way, it's a bit like stuff like Suika-like, except it's more about kind of piling on food, making as big a pile as possible until it all falls down. So there's a number of stages. The first stage is making pancakes, for example, and you basically have to pile up different ingredients as much as possible. So there's a store where you can use points you've gathered from playing the various stages to get different ingredients that you pile onto the plate. So for the first pancake stage, for example, buy different fruits and stuff like that. At first I tried to make the pancake as, aesthetically pleasing, make it look somewhat logical, but I think this actually isn't the best approach. You're best to just put on as much stuff as possible, even if it makes no sense. So the different stages that are available include pancake with fruit, ice cream party, ramen, hamburg steak, hamburger, fried chicken, and then you unlock a few different challenges you can do on some of the previous stages. So say with the pancake one, for example, the challenge is essentially to pile it up as far as you can using only the pancake kind of pieces, if you will. When I tried this one, I actually piled it up so wide that the game stopped me, had me basically start over while keeping my score. So to kind of explain this a bit more, have a plate or whatever kind of container, I suppose, and you can zoom in and out the camera and move around the different pieces, different ingredients, if you will, and just plop them down. Again, it works a bit like stuff like Suika-like, where you need to kind of take the physics into account, how the different ingredients will land on the plate. As I mentioned, you go to the shop, you get points every time you play a game. You lose points when ingredients fall off the plate, and you have a certain number of lives, whether depending on the stage it's either 2 or 3, and you use the points you get from playing the stages in the shop to unlock either more ingredients or to unlock the different stages that you haven't played yet. So again, there's those few stages I mentioned, and yeah, you go through them, and obviously you can try out different strategies and all that. At any time you can press the start button to end the stage, and it basically serve the dish, and that ends the stage, and your total is tallied up. You can then press a button, triangle on PlayStation, to explode the dish. In the shop you can also unlock different properties for the food that add texture to the food and that sort of thing, things that'll affect the gameplay. And that's pretty much it, to be honest. It's a very simple premise. It's kind of just a small budget, very budget type of game, released digital only. It's about 1,100 yen, so somewhere in that margin of like $8 to €10. So yeah, I'd recommend it if you're just looking to kill an hour or two. I kind of expected to just record this very quickly in like a half an hour. I ended up getting a lot more invested in it than I expected, and but yeah, it's fun. Do try out these kind of small titles where you can. I hadn't seen many people talk about this, so I decided, why not release something very short to kind of discuss it. So that's it for now. Again, would highly recommend, and do check it out if you can. So again, that's out on PS5, PS4 and Switch. So I actually released some shorts there recently about how to make Japanese accounts on those consoles. So if that's something that you're not familiar with, do check that out under the shorts section. So thanks very much. I'm going to have another longer video available soon, so I hope you'll join me for that. This is Dylan again. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.